Yes, unfortunately we had to leave this little town of Taos. We really enjoyed it. We spent a couple weeks here, and we definitely could have spent a couple more enjoying this town and all of its architecture and little shops. But we're going to be looking for our next camping place tonight, and we're going to be heading farther south into New Mexico, into the central part of the state.
What was that weird seed pod coming out of the ground?
It's supposed to be in the 90s or low 90s here, so we want to move to higher elevation, and we're going to get a little bit above 8,000 feet, so it should stay nice and cool. And I like to stay upper 70s or low 80s, so that's going to be great for us. Driving along the Rio Grande. A lot different. We're like at the same level, not the huge gorge like it was up north. We're heading towards Santa Fe. It's supposed to get pretty warm today. Down in the lower elevations it's going to be in the mid 90s, but up in the mountains, low 80s. Everything looks like sand dunes out here. Alright, we are south of Santa Fe. I think this is 285. This is like the longest, straightest road I've seen in a while, and there is sand just everywhere. So we had a change in plans. We were going to camp at Santa Fe National Forest tonight, but it is closed to a fire ban, so we are traveling south a couple more hours to Cibola National Forest. Alright, we made it here. First thing we see is a cow looking at us. I guess it's free range up here. Alright, we made it to Corona, New Mexico. We had a little bit longer of a day than anticipated. Here we are, set up here in the shade. I'm going to go make some supper, and then I'll show you around the campground. Alright, we made just a quick little supper. I already started eating some mixed greens with spinach, tomato, and started eating a little bit of my hamburger with jalapeno cheese and a little ketchup. Even the cats wore out from the drive across the desert. It was probably in the 90s, mid 90s. Up here at about 7,600 feet, it's nice and cool, and the dog isn't even panting.
Okay.
Looks like the sun is just about ready to set. We just have our window open and our vent fan going, and it's very comfortable. There's the pit toilets over there. Here's a cattle guard to get into the campground. Looks like they try to keep the cows out. I don't know if it works. But here's one right here. Alright, here we are the next morning. Yesterday was a long day of realizing that they had closed the Santa Fe National Forest at 8 a.m. and we arrived, I don't know, like noon or something, and didn't get the memo yet. And then later on we found out it was closed and we had to do a lot more driving today than we thought, or yesterday I mean. So it's the next day, and we are at Red Cloud Campground in Corona, New Mexico. Not much else out here but this nice mountain and some cows. We've seen quite a few cows, and again it's windy and a little bit overcast today and breezy, but we got a new exciting adventure after we leave here. But first I'm going to show you around a little bit of this campground. There was only 2 other people, some tent campers and a pull behind truck camper. We got some picnic tables and fire rings, but again, the fire restrictions. It's stage 2, absolutely no charcoal, no even smoking outside, nothing. It does have pit toilets, which is always great, and some day use parking, some bear boxes over there. There's a whole bunch of cedars and these pines. These things are huge. These are really large. Their cedars are kind of different than back at home. They got different kind of bark, but they do have little berries. Hey Shiva. Hey Shiva. I'm going to walk over here and show you the little bit of information I have. There's the potties, the bear box stuff. And there's the fire restrictions. There it is. A little bit of the other parking lot. And we're down over here. There's a fence around the outside, and that's just to keep the cows from coming in. The cows are pretty much free range, but I see cow patties in here, so I know they can come in. But you know, so for the bears, so we don't leave dog food or anything like that outside. But it's a nice little free campground. It's kind of a ways back here out in the middle of nowhere, but compared to the desert all around, it's pretty nice. See you later, Corona, New Mexico. It was an awesome stay here. It's the next day and we are leaving to go on to our next adventure and heading farther south into southern New Mexico. Since it's the summer, we're going to continue to stay at the higher elevation to stay at a nice cool temperature. We're driving through some of the areas that had a forest fire in the past. You can see why they're always so strict with their fire bans. So as always, thanks for watching our videos, and make sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already.